Dude, maybe we should fucking go back to live streaming because this is going to take so much fucking time doing it this way. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming and checking us out today. This is The Rough Craft, the show dedicated to creating new story ideas while enjoying a nice, tasty beer.
We write rough drafts and drink good crafts.
We like to make rough drafts while drinking good crafts. As always, I am your host, Tom.
And I'm Matt.
And
today... It's been a while.
I know, it's weird, because I think we did stuff last month, right?
Yeah, we did stuff early October.
Yeah, I guess...
This is November 5th.
It's really weird, because we set up a new schedule where we'll do like 2 things a month, so once every 2 weeks. But for a while there, we were just doing it every week. We were doing something, so it does really feel like it's been forever because it's been almost a full month.
Yeah,
I guess it probably
forgot
has.
I was supposed to say that part.
Yeah. Like the whole thing. Oh, I like how I just now noticed in the background we can see looks like some sort of diploma back there. You're bragging. I get it.
Oh, that's not mine.
Hey, it's not close enough for anybody to see. But
right.
All right, so let's go ahead and we got any updates? I guess the only update that we could have right now is just update on Book Watch.
Oh, then this is where you have your graphic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's now we're gonna go ahead and show Book Watch 2020.
Book Watch 2020.
That's where the graphic's gonna be.
The book will be finished editing November 21st, so about 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
No, 2 weeks. Yeah.
I can't imagine. I imagine you're very excited, and I'm very excited for you because I'm excited to see. It's like the good and the bad. Like I'm hoping it's nothing but good things because I would really like to get it, and the person just says nothing but good things about it. But either way, it's going to be great news. Apart. Yeah.
I'm also participating in Nano National Novel Writing Month. What
does Nano stand for?
National Novel Writing Month.
Oh, so it's Nano.
Yeah, Nano, whatever.
I thought that would be an A there.
What?
I thought there would be an A there if it's Nano, but I get what you're saying.
But yeah, it's just like write a 50,000 word novel in a month. So,
how far have you gotten so far?
I got 3,000 words.
2,000.
3,000.
Oh, 3,000. Okay. So. That's. I mean, and how long have you been working on it? Why am I interviewing you all of a sudden?
This is my writer's craft.
So what is the goal? I think you might have already said it.
Just to write a 50,000 word novel in a month.
This is that thing Logan and Sean was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Logan's doing it too, so I don't know how far he's gotten.
Oh, no offense to you. I got a feeling Logan's gotten a good chunk of it. No, I won't say a good chunk of it. Well, yeah, good chunk of it. Yeah, good chunk of it. I think is good.
I think he started on one and then trashed it and decided to start another one. And I think he's already got like 10,000 words or something. That dude just stays writing. He works like I think he said he works 2 jobs. How the fuck? Where does he have? I think he's got kids. Some
people play video games in their free time. Some people write books. Yeah, no, it sounds like a cool thing. I'm glad that it's cool that we're kind of starting to develop some friends within the writing community to kind of let us know because I never know about this. I don't think you know about it either. Did you?
No, I had no idea. And I was like, oh, that sounds fun. Let me try that. Then like 5 days in, I'm like, no, this was a fucking mistake.
I think just trying it in and of itself is you've already achieved something. So, I mean, I think I
already had the novel or the
idea. You're just gives you an excuse to write it.
Forcing myself to do it.
Yeah.
I keep telling myself I can go back and fix this part.
I know whenever I was in like high school and stuff, I used to. I mean, it was mostly like projects and stuff like that, but I could sit there and I could write pencil and paper. I remember working on stuff, and I could write like 3 pages. I remember when I was doing my senior project before bad things happened, and I wrote like 3 or 4 or 5 pages for my senior project, and I was like, nah, this isn't good, and I threw it out, and it's because I had to have an annotated bibliography and state my sources and all this stuff, and I'm like, I just wrote all this from my head, and I don't have any sources, so I chucked it, and I was like, I'll do it again later. I never did it again later. But yeah, I know, like...
I tell you, bibliographies, man, they're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I imagine. I wouldn't know. Never done one. But yeah, so you said 50,000 pages. Let me do some quick math. I think that,
Okay,
or 50,000
genius.
50,000 words, not 50,000 pages. So 50,000 words, I think that'd be around, let me do some calculating real quick. That'd be around 180, 185 pages, I think. Somewhere around there. That should get in the ballpark of 50,000, somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
If you're going off the standard of between like 250 to 300 pages, or 250 to 300 words per page, that should be around 180, 185 pages, which I think, is that's like a normal size novel. Hold on. I think this is, I could be guessing this is The Hobbit. I'm going off of 213. That's what I'm thinking it is.
Okay.
Jesus, I wasn't even close. 330. For some reason, I felt like I was going to be right. No, 213. No, that's another number that's been sticking out a lot. Actually, it's 214, but we'll get into that later. Not really. That's not this show.
Holy
all
shit!
right.
Did you really just make a reference?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get into today's beers. Nights like these, it's an Irish dry stout, the perfect toast to cooler temps, is what it says. A full-bodied, delicious, and dark stout that is rich and roasty with minimal hops and soft conditioning. This classic Irish pint has a caramelized subtlety at the start, mellows into chocolate and coffee malt flavors, and finishes with a clean, light dryness on the tongue. It's got 4.0 alcohol per volume. Yeast is Irish ale yeast. Other ingredients are dried barley. I really like how they give you a lot of information. Aging method, open, fermented, stainless. So for anybody that is beer connoisseurs, it's flavor profiles, dark yeast, Irish ale yeast. Other ingredients, I think I might have said this: dried barley, flaked barley, and roasted barley. So that's cool. I really like that. So this is going to be a darker beer, which I figured it would be since it's a stout.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and they have. And you've seen the blueprint, and I think you've seen the big. They have really good artwork, and you can see it from the. If you're watching the video, you can see the graphic pulling up right now. Anyways,
yeah,
they have really cool artwork. This is like
cool,
constellations, and stuff like that. It's really neat. I really like it.
Yeah, looks cool.
Go ahead and tell us about your beer, Mr. Clark.
I just got Gaelic ale. I found it at a gas station. Apparently they sell at Aldi's too.
Yeah, I've heard.
Highland Brewing. I don't know why I'm showing the camera. You got.
I was about to say, yeah, we're gonna have the graphic. For the people listening, they can hear the bottle moving towards the camera.
It's they say our flagship is exceptionally balanced, malty sweetness, delicately hopped. 5.5% alcohol. So I'm not going through all that spiel that you did. Y'all probably didn't hear it because Tommy probably edited it out, but he had to read that thing like 8 times. Let's give it a taste.
Oh, let me give mine a taste.
Tastes like Smithwick's with metal shavings.
I don't know what Smithwick's is, but the metal shavings doesn't sound too good. Oh boy, that is a dark fucking beer.
Yeah, you had Killian's Irish Red.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Okay. Well, I know what Killian's is good. I don't really know what an Irish Red is. And again, guys, we cannot emphasize this enough. We are not a beer review channel. We're just guys that like beer and we like trying new beers. Dude, this thing is rivaling Guinness as far as darkness. Look at this. You see this beer?
Tastes like it has rust in it.
You see my beer?
Whoa.
It's rivaling Guinness right there with how dark it is.
It's even got a dark top.
Yeah, I don't know much about Irish style drought stouts or dry stouts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean it's good. It kind of has like a chocolatey, coffee-ish flavor. But yeah, it seems pretty good. I like it. I got 3 more of them, so we'll see.
You better like it. I got a 6-pack of this shit. It ain't great.
Well, these only come in 4-packs.
Yeah, Birds Fly South. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had some Blueprint the other night. Not the other night. Last weekend. What?
I fucking went to smell it, and I poured the beer in it, and I fucking inhaled it through my nose. We're editing it out.
No, we're not. Keeping that in.
I'll fucking do my first draft of the video, send it to Matt. Matt will be like, it's fucked up. You cut out the goddamn part where you inhale beer. Ugh. Like we said, we're got a good strong coffee smell in my nose now. Oh, I got it on my shirt. Look terrible. But like we said, we're not a beer review channel. We're not professionals at this part of it. We're not professionals at any of this.
No, we're the worst. So let's
get into the story of the day.
20 minutes of recording.
We're gonna do a fantasy setting, which is my favorite, and I guess me and Matt will get into what that fantasy setting is exactly. But we're gonna do a civil war. So I don't want it to, and we'll see how the story develops. I don't necessarily, in my mind, envision it being based on one character, but maybe just a whole nation, and seeing what the causes for them to get into this civil war is, or like maybe they're on the brink of. I think they're on the brink of the civil war, so we figure out what causes it to get them into it, or what keeps them from getting into it, and do it in a fantasy setting. And so people see this as obviously a topical thing because of the current political climates in the United States, and I disagree. It's a
Civil War story in this political climate. What are you insane?
They did. I think they. Have you ever played Skyrim? They do a civil war in Skyrim. That's where I got the idea from. So how do you want to start with this? Where do you see it? Because like we always try to do, we come up with the ideas and we try not to think too much on them before we start doing the show. But I had a really tough time not doing this one. I had some cool ideas, or at least one cool idea that I wanted to try to do. So I'll see what your thoughts are, and we'll
first I want to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
It's a civil war, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's in a kingdom. If it's fantasy, is it the kingdom, town?
Yeah. So like one country, one nation. That's the idea.
And how far does this nation stretch?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have to be too big. It could be like a European country where it's like kind of a somewhat small size country.
Okay. Now Now this is gonna be a big one. What kind of race are we talking? Elves, dwarves, humans, orcs.
That really doesn't matter
or a multicultural city.
Too much. Yeah, I think it should be multicultural. That's because I think that's going to be more fun. And I think with different fantasy races, you can easily bring up different issues. Why the orcs are mad for this reason, or it could be all whatever you think would be better.
I would like to do multicultural, like multi-race, because I think that'd be interesting.
Well, let's just for the sake of it, then let's just pick 3 races that we want to use.
Humans, elves, orcs.
Humans, elves, and orcs.
Okay. So the dwarves live in the mountain, but orcs, humans, and elves can live anywhere.
Yeah, the dwarves, the humans, and the elves are all living in one territory. So they all are under one banner. They have all joined together. So these humans and orcs and elves are all the same countrymen. Yeah,
they have districts in the kingdom. Like how like Stormwind has Mage District and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I want to have it to where like if let's say it's a I don't want to do Great Britain because Great Britain's too small. I'm trying to think of a good sized country just to give an idea visually. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. Let's say Germany, the size of Germany. This country is nation. I want it to be where, like, not necessarily like for north of this land is where the orcs live, southeast is here. I want them all to be intermingling. Like, if you go to a city there, you're going to see orcs, elves, and humans all living together under the same roof, basically, under the same city. So it is fully multicultural to the point where you're going to see half races, like half elf, half orc, half human. All these different things. All of them can interbreed with each other. We'll say they all came from the same original race, and they've all branched out into different ways or whatever. So they can all interbreed, and they can make half, versions of themselves through the different races. And even like you might have a orc that's, he's like, I'm 1/4 orc and 3/4 human on my dad's side, something like that.
Let's go ahead and establish that this is not going to be a race war.
No, yeah, I don't see it as being a race war. I honestly saw it as being a religious. The way that I originally thought of it was, let me just go and put it out there and see if you want to do this. The way that the idea that I had is is going to be based on religion, where basically two different sides have two different viewpoints on religion. There's the non-magical side and the magical side. The magical side believes that God gave them these magical powers, so they should be using them, and this is how God wants us to be. And the non-magical side believes that magic is it's like blasphemous to use magic and stuff like that. So that's a big crux into why they're having the civil war.
I don't want magic to be the reason.
Okay. What you got?
How hard of magic are we doing? Heavy magic or light magic? Like Tolkien's work was light magic.
Even with hard and soft, there's some that go very specific in the rules. Like if you watch Full Metal Alchemist, like it's very specific in how the magic works. The Name of the Wind, I think it was. Like that one was pretty hard rules magic. I think Harry Potter's pretty light in their rules and how their magic works and stuff like that. So I think something like World of Warcraft or Harry Potter, it's easier, especially for what we're doing here. But we can make it light magic, and it still be pretty easy stuff. Like you could have somebody that was just born shooting fireballs, and they're like, obviously she's a warlock. No, let's not do that. But harder like heavy magic or light magic's up to you.
I can't believe you referenced that.
We're referencing in a very old, like this is like 10 years ago, an RP forum that we were on our phone, and that was some person's character bio. When she was like 4, she started shooting fireballs. So at that point, she knew she was a warlock.
She knew. I was like, dude, we're like, oh my gosh, and we were like, that's not how warlocks work in World of Warcraft. And she's like, well, I'm going to run up and see Thrall.
Which that could have worked if she could have made it make sense, and she did not. So
how about we do that? How about in honorance of that, of 10 years, whatever that app, how long we were ago on the app. Let's make it Warlocks versus Mages.
Warlocks versus Mages. Okay. Well, let's say that the way that it works then is it's like a mutation, like an evolution. Some people are just born with innate magical abilities, and some are just not. Just kind of like, you haven't seen The Boys yet. And in The Boys, they believe that, some people are born with superpowers, some people aren't. They later find out that that's not the case exactly. So don't want to give any spoilers. There's some kind of gene in it. Spoiler alert. No. It's a serum that they inject.
The name of the serum is like some X gene or something like that.
I can't remember what it's called.
I've been reading the comic books. I haven't watched the show.
Matt's one of those guys.
Yeah, I gotta read it first and then I'll watch.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. So I would say, I mean, do you want to go that route, or do you not want to do that route?
Yeah, because I really like the idea of people who weren't born magical forced it and became warlocks.
I still don't want to. Let's do it this way. Mages are born mages, like they're just born and they have the innate ability. Like they find out later on that they can manipulate the elements and arcane power and stuff like that. And then warlocks are somebody that has to train and learn. Or maybe which one do you think would be more suiting? A warlock is born with the innate ability, and a mage has to learn and research and become skilled with it.
Well, I think it's just because our predisposition to World of Warcraft, but like warlocks are mostly evil, dark type figures. So I like the idea of like the mages coined the term warlocks.
Okay, and so would you say that so mages are the ones that study and learn it, or are the ones that are born with it?
No, I think the ones who study and learn it the right way are called wizards.
So
and like you have a faction of those people who force it. Like let's say like arcane art of the magic is kind of like the force, and you have people who are born with high sensitivity to it. Yeah, and then you got people who train in it and learn how to do it, and then you got people who force it to bend to them. And
so who are the ones that are forcing it?
Warlocks.
Okay, so you have 3 types of people. One type of person is not susceptible to magic at all. They can't use it. They can't, no matter how hard they try, they're just not going to be able to do it. Then you have another one that's susceptible, and they can learn and study and become the greatest magic user of all time, but it takes a lot of work and effort. And then you have other people that are born with the gift of just being great magic users, and they don't have to work that hard at it, and they can still become one of the greatest. Is that what you're saying? But
Yeah.
So you got the people that have no ability to get magic. You have the people that are able to learn magic, and then you have the gifted people. And so, who are the warlocks? Who are the wizards? Who are the mages?